Hi, Melissa. My name is Miranda.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for coming into the Avera Clinic. I will be your social worker. Why don't you briefly tell me what brought you in?
Well, it's not really my doing that I want to be here. My boyfriend's kind of making me. Um,
Okay.
he just noticed maybe that, I don't know, he says I've been changing over like the last couple weeks ever since I started school. So he kind of arranged this appointment. We had an agreement that I would try it. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. Before we go any further, I'd like to talk to you about confidentiality and its limits. I just want you to know that everything we discuss will stay between you and I, unless you state you are a harm to yourself or others. Um, why don't you tell me a little bit more about what you're experiencing?
Well, I guess kind of when it started was that I've been added school onto everything, so I'm still trying to work full time, but I'm trying to go to school full time too. So
Okay.
I've just been like super tired all the time just because I have all this stuff going on. So I just maybe sleep more than I used to, and it's
Okay.
like kind of bothering him, I guess, because I don't really feel like doing anything.
Okay.
I'd almost rather just like stay in and have a relaxed night instead of going out. And I mean, we still go out, but it's just not as often as we used to before I started school. But I'm like in school, so
Right. That makes sense. So, how long have you experienced these feelings for? Did you say a couple of weeks?
yeah, I started school like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I guess it's just been maybe a little bit more noticeable the last 2 weeks or so.
Okay. So has it just been an increased workload for you or
Yeah.
school load?
Yeah, just school is so much, and then still trying to work all day. I don't know. I just seems like I'm taking on so much, and I guess in a way I can notice that I'm not really myself too. But I just been kind of feeling like sad, and I can tell that I kind of get like more teary at times. So
Okay. So it was specifically him that wanted you to come in here?
yeah, here in their apartment.
Okay. So is there a reason why you didn't want to come in here?
Well, because I don't really think anything's wrong, really. I mean,
Okay.
like I don't really need a social worker, but I guess to kind of make him happy. And I mean, I have been kind of feeling a little bit like depressed lately, but
Okay. Gotcha. Can you tell me a little bit about your family history at all?
well, I guess my mom has depression,
Okay.
um, but other than that, there's nothing really.
Nothing besides your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So were you exposed to that when you were a child, or you kind of?
Sort of. It's nothing that was really brought to my attention. It was kind of more like after growing up, it's something that I was like, oh, I never knew you had that. So,
Okay. Gotcha. Are you on any medications right now at all?
no.
Okay. Was your mom ever on any medications?
Yeah, she's on an antidepressant.
Okay. Let's see. So, do you ever use drugs or alcohol to try and cope with your emotions? No.
No.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your past. Have you ever been abused or maybe threatened? Any type of trauma that you might have experienced at all?
No.
Okay. How about a change in your eating patterns? Have you been eating more or eating less?
Yeah, I feel hungry all the time.
Okay.
But I'm like up more, because I'm trying to study after I get off of work. So I feel like I just, maybe I eat a little bit more than I used to.
Okay.
But I'm also like staying up later.
Gotcha. Anything that you crave really, or you just notice that you've just been eating more?
I think more it's just like more grazing. Like I just feel like, no, I wouldn't say I crave anything, but I'm just hungrier.
Okay. Gotcha. Are there any suicidal thoughts that you have, or have you ever thought about harming yourself before?
No.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about your current job that you have?
Yeah, so I work at a jewelry store, um, as, you know, and we see a lot of people that come in. And it's sometimes hard because you see them being like really happy and stuff all the time. And I try to be like the same kind of happy because you can't really be sad when you're selling engagement rings.
Right.
But, you know, and it's not really like a high stress job, I guess, but it can be because sometimes you have to go off of like commission. So I have to sell an amount, and sometimes I get like stressed when I don't sell enough.
Okay. So, would you say that your mood has changed recently towards customers too? Have you just been feeling these
Yeah.
thoughts towards them
It's
recently?
kind of like harder for me to be happy for them.
Okay.
You know, like it's supposed to be exciting, but I'm not really like excited for them.
Right. Okay. How about your coworkers? Have they noticed a change in your personality, or does anyone
Some of them
question
say
you?
that like I'm not like as spunky as I used to be because I feel like I used to be like really happy all the time and be like a real go-getter, but you know, I just like lately I've been so tired that I just feel like, you know, it's kind of harder getting up, going to work and stuff, and I would rather just sleep.
Okay.
So I've missed a couple days of work. So I'm just so tired.
Okay. So you said you aren't sleeping well at night,
Yeah.
correct? Is there any reason for that in particular, would you say? You just have trouble falling asleep, or you just have trouble staying asleep?
It's kind of both. Like I just feel really like tired all the time, and when I go to sleep, I feel like I'm just not really like sleeping.
Okay. So
I
you
just have a lot going on like in my mind with how much schoolwork I need to do and how I should be up doing that instead of sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, so I'm not really sleeping that well, but I try to be in bed, and you know, you just kind of stay awake.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm just tired because I can't sleep.
Okay. Let's see. So can you tell me a little bit more about school? It's just you started full time, you said, right?
Yeah, I started full time 3 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going well, but it's, I mean, I'm working still 40 hours a week, and then I'm taking 9 credits, so it's like a lot to take on.
Yeah.
And they have like so many requirements about everything that you need to do, and I want to do the best that I can do. So I'm putting like a lot of effort into stuff, but I feel like I'm just kind of getting tired because I don't know, like, do I put it into work? Do I put it into school?
Right.
You know, how do I kind of do both?
Right. Trying to prioritize can be difficult. So you've talked about you've just felt depressed lately, and is that feelings that you've noticed, or what makes you say that you've been feeling depressed? You just feel kind of sad, or
Yeah. Like I said, it's kind of harder for me to be happy for like other people.
Okay.
And I guess I kind of get like more teary when, I don't know, when it's like kind of weird occasions. Like I feel like we'll just kind of be sitting there, and all of a sudden I'll just get like a rush of like overwhelmed, and then I'll just get like really mad or like kind of teary.
Okay. And let's see. So there's no reason in particular that you would feel that way. Like nobody recently has passed away in your.
No.
Okay. Okay. So you've also mentioned your sleep disturbance and fatigue. How are you with concentrating?
Well, I mean, sometimes I'm okay with it. I mean, it depends on when I get like a lot of sleep, then I'm okay, but
maybe when you're fatigued, it's a little bit difficult to concentrate. Okay. And you've also talked about your increased appetite.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that is enough for today. Thank you for sharing with me. I'd like to schedule a time to meet with you again. I think that we can cover a little bit more ground. Does that Sound okay with you?
Yeah, I guess that would be okay.
Okay, well, thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.